Yeah. Yeah. Guess who came back with a large fucking fist to eat the Brooklyn blast furnace? I brought your ugly bitch with me. Your shit is sus. Ain't nobody trying to hear you talk. When Jimmy's on the mic, they take your whack shit and turn it off. It's real life, not them stories that you punks say. He made it out alive, and he's relatively unscathed. So subscribe to the podcast and share the post and tell your stupid friends to do the same. You heard it here from Coast.
Another episode of the Brooklyn Blast Furnace podcast. A little something different for all the listeners. You good, bro? You good?
All right. We good.
Yeah. Now, if people don't already know, they're going to find out. My guest, Lil Dee, also known as Danny James, which that name change is going to happen officially soon, right?
Yeah, next year.
Next year. Oh, well.
Definitely 2025. I can't wait any longer, man.
No.
I've been saying it at my shows. I've been saying it to the people. You can only be Lil Dee for so long. I have not been Lil Dee for many years, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, how old were you when you came up with that name anyway? Were you like...
Bro, I was in the 5th grade when I said to myself, yo, this is a good name. And then, years later, I was like, well, what are you going to do? Because by the time I had kind of realized the connotation around the name, it was a little too late. I had already kind of blown up on Instagram and everything, but now that I feel like now's the best time for me to do it.
There's a lot of little rappers too, bro.
Yeah, and that whole era is pretty much over. I mean, when's the last time you heard a rapper come out with the name Lil anyway?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea.
Me neither. I don't think there's anybody.
Yeah. Plus, how old are you anyway right now?
Right now, I just turned 20.
20. Yeah, bro. Fucking. I feel old, bro. I feel fucking old. But you know what's dope? Because all right, I think the first time I ever seen or heard you, and it was something short. It was through Big Dave Sussman.
Yeah.
Right, because I met him through Danny Boy and all those guys. But it was one of the celebrations for MCA at Adam Yauch Park, 3 years ago. Shit.
I've been doing that show for a while.
Yeah, maybe it was 4 years ago.
Could be.
COVID happened and shit, so that shit's weird.
I think 2020 and every year after that I did that show.
It was one of them. I was with my ex-girlfriend, and I think it might have been before COVID. So it was a while back.
Yeah.
But I first heard about you from Dave. But obviously I've been following and the whole shit. But what's dope is that I work with a few young kids who claim they love hip hop and all this shit, right? And I'm sure you know this also. I'm sure I'm not telling you something you don't already know. A lot of these young kids this is why I feel like this grumpy old, get off my lawn old man. But it's like when I talk to a kid even older than you, even like in his early 30s and shit, like I don't understand why these kids don't know certain shit. Like I'll throw out EPMD. They'll look at me like I'm fucking crazy. What's that? But you're a hip hop head, you say. You know what I'm saying? But listening to you and knowing what you do, it's like, yo, this dude knows his roots heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, no doubt, man. I mean, that's pretty much because I grew up around my father who always would play hip hop in the car. I mean, I say it all the time, he always played hip hop in the car. Biggie, Nas, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, LL, everybody, Jay-Z, Big Pun.
Yeah. So you
Big L.
Yeah, man. Fucking.
So I was always around it growing up, and when you love something so much, you always want to be a part of it. So I kind of just wrote my first rhyme. Came outside, I was like, "Yo, check this out" to my dad, and started off as a hobby, like a fun thing I would do. And eventually, it started to become of course. But eventually, it just became something that I was really naturally good at, and I had a knack for it. So I just continued to do it. But the point about like kids today or whatever, people my age, it's definitely wild. It's because there's just a giant disconnect. I mean, I feel like it happened in 2016 when Lil Uzi and Lil Yachty and all these guys came out, and it was like the mumble rapper, old head thing. But if you look at really any other genre, it doesn't happen like that. If you listen to like EDM, all the stuff in the 90s is now being like resampled and people are paying homage to it. And even in rock music, like you'll hear an alternative rock artist say that, you know, Elton or Billy Joel or Springsteen or whoever is a favorite of theirs, and even farther back than that, you know? So it's very odd that in hip hop it didn't go that way. But that's also because I feel like it's a completely different genre. Like EDM and rock and soul, and even pop, country, all these different genres all have elements of what used to be in their music. And I don't think hip hop really has that. That's the big problem. It's almost a completely different genre entirely.
That makes
sense. And they just don't classify it as that, I would probably say.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I was listening like over the because apologies. Like there was a couple of times we were supposed to do this, and like I got called in for work. I got called in. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I want to do this, but for some reason we're getting pulled away.
Yeah.
So I'm glad this actually happened tonight. But I was watching, like I was on your website, and you have all your YouTube shit. I'm like, yo, I'm listening. Yo, you're like 12 years old, like killing shit. And I'm listening, and I'm like, yo, he just referenced Marvin Gaye getting shot by his father. I'm like, you're 12 years old. Like, people that are like there's some people probably right now, like obviously we're not live, but when you put this up and I post you and all this shit,
there's
gonna be people listening and be like, who the fuck is Marvin Gaye? Right? That's number one.
Which is crazy in itself.
It's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like that's such a legend that I don't know how
me neither.
Somebody can go through life without knowing who that is, you know? Like
right now, even if somebody is Googling Marvin Gaye right now as we're talking.
Which is insane.
And you at 12 knew that, and then you knew that his father shot and killed him. Like 12-year-olds usually don't know that shit nowadays. I knew that because I'm 49 years old. I remember when that shit happened. You know what I mean? I was little, but I remember my parents. You know what I mean? But like nowadays, kids don't know that shit. I'm like, yo, this kid's 12, throwing that shit out there. Like, all right, this kid knows some shit. He knows studies his history. He does his shit. You know, you do your work. Crazy, bro.
Nah, it's wild that there's so many like legends that I wish like I could put people. I try to, you know, my friends or whoever I hang out with that are my age that don't really know about certain things. Like even outside of hip hop, I try and put them on. I have a funny story always that I don't know if it was LL Cool J or a different like old school hip hop artist, but somebody did a collab with Supreme, the brand Supreme, and they were wearing it somewhere. I think it was LL. I was like, yo, I love LL Cool J. They were like, nah, this isn't LL Cool J. This is Supreme. I'm like, bro, you're wearing a shirt. You don't even know who's on your shirt. Right. And like a week later, the kid came in with a Marvin Gaye t-shirt from Supreme. And I was like, I'm not even going to bother.
No, don't even.
You know, I'm not even going to bother. If you don't know LL Cool J and you're wearing an LL Cool J Supreme shirt, then you have no idea who that is on your shirt.
Yeah, you have no idea what's going on. Like, why are you wearing that? Like, wear it if you want to, but it doesn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, definitely not.
At all. You were born and raised in Coney Island?
Born and raised. I'm still here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same here. But not in Coney Island, but Canarsie. I went to Canarsie, moved out of there, was all over the place, moved to Rockaway, moved back to Canarsie, moved to Howard Beach, joined the military, came back. Now I'm in moved all over the fucking place, but right now I'm in Bay Ridge. Yeah, like
gotcha.
I went to school. He wasn't in school really at the time, but I went to school. I was in school with Bill and Gore, South Shore High School.
Dope.
Yeah, I grew up a couple of blocks, like 2 blocks away from the Glenwood Projects in Canarsie. So I remember seeing them and all those old graffiti writers and all those kids. But it's kind of rare. I don't know if you've watched, if you've seen, because my original fucking Instagram page was hacked like 4 years ago. So I wrote a book And then I was like, I brought back the podcast because I killed it for like 2 years. So total, it's like 8 years, but I deaded it for 2. But that shit got hacked. So I wrote a book. So that's the Instagram that it is the name of the book. But I also combined it because I don't want to be answering questions like, forget that Blast Furnace one and this is the right one because the other one is still up. You know what I mean? But I have no access to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we were talking about that when I saw you. That's terrible, man.
Yeah, the grind mode cipher. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Instagram really has to figure out a better way to kind of go about that and fix that because it's probably so annoying. And worse than annoying.
Bro, I watched it happen on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It was like all of a sudden I get an email saying that my password was changed for my Instagram, and then my 2-factor authentication was turned on, and then I was locked out of it. And then not that long ago, I got an email saying that it was changed back to my regular email. I'm like, okay, so maybe I get it back. But whoever hacked it, what they did, they put on the 2-factor authentication. So I can kind of get halfway in, but then
but there's that other part of it that it just
right now. I do the video shit, like so it could see who I am, but like the whole page is all flyers of all my guests. It's not a personal page.
Yeah.
If you scroll maybe like 4 or 5 into a post, you might see me with a picture of, with somebody. But yeah, so I got fucked. Anyway, I say all of that to say
it's rough.
Yeah, it's bad. But what are you gonna do? I didn't lose. People know that it's back, so it's getting back up there. But whatever. I say all that bullshit just to say that I don't know if there's like 400 episodes of this shit that I've done, and there's not too many. I like a lot of like hardcore shit and crazy, heavy music and shit. So it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Graffiti writers, actors, and actresses from stupid ass horror movies and shit. But you're like probably maybe like the 10th or the 11th, 12th maybe rapper that I've had on here, which is dope because I do like to, listen, I love hip hop. I grew up on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like obviously you and Bill and Gore, and what was dope, I sat down in a fucking weird little chicken spot in fucking Williamsburg with Havoc from Mobb Deep. That shit was crazy.
I saw you did that one. I saw that one.
That shit was crazy to me, bro, because I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, on the inside, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is a legend, bro. You know what I mean? And he was legend and just super humble and just like, I'm sitting there talking to him and he's just like shocked that like I knew so much history about Mobb Deep. I'm like reminding him about shit, how he fell through a hole on a stage in Detroit with M and all this crazy shit. So like that shit was cool. So I do this shit because I don't make no money off of this shit. So I do this shit with people that I respect. Or I do what they, you know what I mean? I had clips on and they left and Diabolic fucking like 7 times. That dude loves to bullshit and Coast and Nightwalker and Danny Boy and Caves and all that shit. So
Coast is my guy forever, man. Shout out to Coast.
Coast. Shout out to fucking Phil LoCastro, bro.
Phil LoCastro, my guy. Shout out to Coast. Shout out to Caves. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to Havoc.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned maybe 1 or 2 other people I know personally, but I forgot.
Bollock,
Shout out to Bollock.
Yeah. You know what I'd like to get? I'd like to get R-Ray the Rugged Man. I saw that you jumped on stage and you did some little shit with R-Ray not that long.
Yeah, R-Ray's been showing love for a little while. Back in 2020, he did the music video for his new song with Immortal Technique. Yeah. So I got to meet him there, but we actually got cool over Instagram like in the years after that. He brought me out when he was opening up for Onyx in Brooklyn. So that was the first time. And then he just did a show in Philadelphia a few weeks back. Last month, I believe it was. Yeah. And he had me come out and spit some bars. And, I always do the song Dragon Fire with him when I come out with him. And I rap Ghostface Killer's verse, that's dope. Yeah. I always love doing that. And he's just a good guy who loves real hip hop and has shown me love. And, hopefully we'll be able to get that R-Ray the Rugged Man, Lil Dee collab.
That would be dope.
Or should I say Danny James collab? Because by the time that happens, I'm sure I'll be Danny James. But
I saw him like last month out at Amity Music Hall in Long Island.
Yeah, okay. So I was gonna go to that, but that happened. Yes, that happened on my birthday. That show. So I wasn't able to come out because I was spending it with my family.
Mm-hmm.
But they're in Jersey, so coming all the way out to Long Island at night would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Long drive. But yeah, I would have loved to be there. I just couldn't make it. I was gonna probably come out with Coast and maybe do some joints with him live on stage.
Yeah, fucking so much fun. He's a funny motherfucker, boy.
Yeah,
he's a clown.
That's my guy. I mean, when I started this hip hop shit out. I mean, it was just like it was him doing Cypher Circuit.
Yeah.
It was a big thing for me because it taught me consistency and, you know, staying on top of my game and trying to outdo everybody else. So at the end of the day, it kind of was just like taught me a lot. Probably definitely would not be where I am today without it, laying the foundation for me. And me and Coast, like out of everybody from Cypher Circuit, I still talk to a few people, you know, but Coast like is the one that I could really genuinely say like, this is my guy, this is my friend,
Yeah.
and we've just had our relationship, you know,
Yeah.
for so many years. It'll be like 10 years in a couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even remember how me and him got introduced, man. But next thing you know, it was like this thing, and then it was he does the intro to the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, do you mind? He's like, yo, do you have a beat? I'm like, yeah. I sent him like 6 different beats. I'm like, I don't care, man. Just pick it. And he was like, the next day, he's like, yo, check your email. I'm like, yo, can I give you something for this? He's like, nah, don't even worry about it. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I kind of
always
felt bad
love.
that I was taking it from him. I was like, yo, I'm paying you, bro. I don't care.
Anybody who doesn't know Coast LoCastro got to tap in with his music and everything. He's a funny dude, and he's a great rapper.
Yeah,
very talented.
That
you know,
Coast shit that he did is fucking a banger.
Yeah, me and Coast have a song a while back called "Move."
Okay.
I think it dropped in 2020, and he had a song called "Mind Blown," also, which I was on the remix for, but I don't think he ever dropped it. But we've been mad
like
cool
that.
for a
you
long
don't care
time.
Sometimes.
No, it's not even that. It's just he'll be working on the next thing, you know.
Yeah.
So, but me and him are definitely gonna do another track at some point.
That's dope.
He's a good dude.
On the Blast Furnace group on Facebook, because I just put up a little picture just saying, I'm doing something different and you're coming on, this and that. And who said that you guys got a song together is Ocelot.
Yeah, I literally just sent him the verse for that. It's on my computer. It's right here.
Nice. I saw him not
literally
too long
right
ago
here.
too with Bill and Bollock and Zawface at the Brooklyn Monarch like a month and a half ago or something like that.
Yeah, I performed that day. I was there.
You at the Brooklyn Monarch?
Ocelot brought me out. I did a song.
Why don't I have pictures of that? I took mad pictures.
I don't know. Did we was Grind Mode before or after that? That was after. Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
But yeah, he brought me out. We just did a joint. It's gonna be crazy, that joint. It's actually fire. I was bumping it today. Yeah. We got a fire song. I got a lot of stuff kind of in the pocket right now that I'm waiting for some people to drop. I got a joint with RJ Payne. Nice. Terminology.
Okay.
Razkaz. I got that one. I got a joint with Diamond D and Mickey Fax on the same song. I have a song with Drez, Black Sheep Drez, and Afro, I believe, is on the joint too.
Nice.
And it's produced by Jay Dilla.
Crazy.
Which is crazy, like original beat from Jay Dilla, which is insane.
Yeah.
I might be forgetting one or two, but that's some stuff I got in the pocket, like features on other people's joints. I'm probably going to start having people jump on my songs this year. I really haven't done much of that. Like, when I create music, I've kind of gone about it the same way that J. Cole has gone about it, where he kind of just does all the songs himself or whatever. And up until recently, that's how he did it. That's just how it has always been for me. There's never really been a reason or anything. But lately, I've been kind of saying, I want to collaborate with more people. I want to kind of be in control of when it drops so that I can put it out to the people, when I want it out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start probably 2025 around Christmas, like not around Christmas, like this Christmas, I'm probably gonna start hitting people up and saying, "Yo, you know, for the new year, let's get a joint,
Yeah.
and let's see what happens. Let's see who I can get."
Yeah.
You know?
Bro, man, it seems like I mean, listen, you know a lot of people, you obviously you're talented as fuck. Everybody knows that, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like it comes natural, obviously. It doesn't seem like I don't know. Some people got a natural talent. I can't rap for shit. You know what I mean? But obviously you got something there. But you see, all right, you put out like an EP and then you put out like a bunch of singles and shit. Are you looking for like a label or whatever? Because I know that the game has changed so much with all of that kind of business and shit as it did years ago. So like,
I mean, yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to having a label come in and help me. Like I definitely am at a place where I'm looking to kind of bring on a team, whether that's a label or whether that's a manager or whoever. I'm in talks with a few people, just trying to see what the best move is for me. But I really want to build a team around me because I feel like I've kind of gotten as far as you can get in this game by myself. I mean, I have never had a manager. I've never been signed to a label or a deal. I have never had I mean, I think I had a publicist for like 2 months. It was very short lived. It just wasn't a good fit. So I never really had that. Nothing really got done there. So I just been kind of doing it by myself my whole time in this game. And I've gotten very far. I'm in the same place and further than a lot of people have gotten just off the strength of the grind and working hard and pushing forward and staying true to my roots and real hip hop. But at the end of the day, I'm definitely looking for something. I don't know if that's a label or whatever. It's really just whatever comes across my desk and works out. There's been a lot of times where I've had contracts with people, been even kind of excited, like, oh, I might like really end up signing something with these people. And then you get the contract back and it's just, you can tell they send the contract to 100 different people, 10 people sign it, one person blows up, they have a nice payday. I don't want it to be like a lot of rappers and artists in general, when they get a manager or whatever or sign to somebody, someone gets a cut of them or whatever,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is that I don't want it to feel like you're trying to make money off me. I want it to feel like you're trying to make money with me. I'm all about family. I'm all about family, building relationships, feeling like I can trust people. And that's why I have so little in my circle. I don't have a lot of people, even in my friends. I don't have a lot of people that I call close friends. I trust my family. I trust myself, trust one or two other people. And otherwise, it's just been that journey and the lifelong journey of trying to find somebody who A, wants to get involved with me, and B, is going to do the right thing and not just the thing that's right for them, the thing that's right for us.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah, you can't trust too many people because
Nah, definitely not.
You can't trust too many people, especially in this kind of a game. Everybody's looking for a handout. Everyone's looking to blow up, maybe off of your coattails or some shit like that.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. I mean, I've had genuine friendships with people, bro. You know what I mean? It's a rough industry. This is not, I will say the entertainment industry is not like any other industry because people can do things so sideways and it's like fine, It's so different than any other workspace or like line of work that you could ever be a part of.
Yeah.
There's one thing Young Guru told me was, it's business, it's not personal. People do what's good for them and never burn a bridge. So that's kind of just how I operate myself through this game.
All right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
100%. Fuck, man. So like, I mean, you alone. I mean, you were on fucking, once again, shout out to Eclipse. Like you were up on Rappers Attic Full and Shade 45. Fucking Show Off Radio and Static Selector and shit. Like, and you're doing all this shit solo, bro. So you've obviously gotten places where people didn't even get close to already. Doing it.
Definitely. Yeah. I would, but that's also because
that says a lot, man.
Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work. It's been a lot of grinding. It's been a lot of sacrifice. the amount of connections that I have, I set rules for myself, you know. I was always gonna like believe in myself and my craft and really make a move for this, where some people would be like, okay, here's a signing bonus. This can be really big and change my life. But a lot of the time, if they blow up, they kind of look back and go, I kind of wish I never did that because I made so much more, but I didn't make it. Mm-hmm. So I look at it like that. And I also look at it like, you know, I never ask anybody for favors. I never pay to make a connection with somebody. Everything I do is 100% organic. Anyone who knows me because I've been outside grinding day after day after day, not stopping, not letting up, and not taking any sort of break my entire adult life and basically my entire life. It will, at this point, in February, it will be 10 years since I wrote my first rhyme. Okay. I have basically been doing this for half my life. Yeah. And next year, I will have been doing it for more than half my life. So this has been my life. I've been grinding my entire time on this earth pretty much. Yeah. And anything that I have, I made it organically. I didn't have anybody do it for me. I didn't have anybody pay for it. I didn't pay to play. The only thing that I did was make genuine connections. And that's going to get you further. Because if you're an artist and you pay for a feature with, like, I don't know, Lil TJ or even like a Lloyd Banks or somebody, right. If you pay for this feature, yeah, they're going to be on your song. Yeah, that song is going to show up on other people, like their release radar or whatever. But if you don't have a genuine like connection to that person or friendship with that person, or if you're at the same show, like, you're not going to be able to dap up and show love, and you're not showing love to each other on your post. Like, there's no reason for that. You have to kind of get out of this mind state of, oh my God, these are famous people, and start saying to yourself, these are peers and potential peers. So I have to treat this like I want to build a relationship. And that's advice that Redman gave me that I'll never forget too. Like, always make it about building genuine relationships and less about the business, because that's refreshing and more things are going to happen organically for you. So that's what I do. And that's why I am where I am.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I see it. I mean, obviously we follow each other on Instagram and shit, but I look back, you know what I mean? I see you're out constantly, like constantly you're posting up new shit. You're freestyle over here, the freestyle for the Knicks and this and that. And you're about to drop No Home, and you promo. So you grind, bro. Like I'm well aware. Like you come up on my shit constantly, and it's like, the dude is out there fucking putting in work. I see all of it, bro. And obviously you have over 100.
Appreciate you, man.
God only knows how many fucking followers. You're over 100,000, 100. I don't know how many exactly, but you know,
it's across all platforms. It's about like over 300,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, it's all organic. Never bought a stream, never bought a follower, never bought a like, never bought a comment. Yeah. Never faked it. A lot of people fake it. A lot of people aren't doing as well as you think they're doing, but I am doing just as well as I look like I'm doing, not better, not less. Right. This is me. I'm an open book when it comes to this, and I really just post what's up. And you'll even hear me talk about in my music, if things aren't really going my way at the time and I feel like nobody is really getting involved, that's what No Home is about. The whole first verse is me talking about my struggle in this rap game and my struggle to make a difference and make an impact. I talk about label meetings I went to where they talk about how it's not about the talent anymore. I talk about how I'm hitting so many people up and trying to get them to see me, but nobody's hitting me back. And then the second verse is like, fast forward years later. That's literally the first line of the second verse. Fast forward years later, I've been killing these crews, 100,000s of fans and 100 million views. And that second verse is me kind of telling people my story. Like, yo, I made this happen by myself. Those labels did not take me. Right. Those labels didn't work out some of the time. The connections I tried to make, you know, I got here by myself. And telling all other artists to get to the place I am and further, you can do it on your own in this day and time.
Yeah. You know what that's like? Because I like a lot of like hardcore and old school punk rock shit and stuff like that. That's the same exact, obviously different genre. Sonically, it's a different thing. but the exact same attitude is like that. It's a whole DIY grassroots mentality. Yeah. Do it yourself. Fuck the labels if they ain't gonna fucking be on your team and all that. It's the same kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I respect that. I respect the shit out of that because you know, I mean, like I said, I'm not as much in tune to like the underbelly of the rap game as you are. But I don't think that what like kids nowadays they don't go your route. They're looking for that one hit wonder, that big payday.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not a critic, and it's only my opinion, but there's not that many new rappers that are like that are out there. I mean, there's incredible underground rappers that you know and I both know, but any kind of like mainstream type of radio play, like yo, like I could, my daughter can come up with those lyrics. You know what I mean? That's why, like, what you say, like,
it takes no talent.
Yeah, no talent. So what you say in the beginning of No Home, it fucking resonates. It's facts.
Yeah, it's sad because when I used to grow up and I started rapping or whatever, or I felt like I wanted to maybe rap or what, like I was saying to myself, looking at my idols, listening to a Lil Wayne song, listening to a Kanye song or an Eminem song or Jay-Z, Nas, Big, whoever, I would say to myself, damn, this is a next level. This is a different level. I can't do that. People listen to their favorite rappers now and tell themselves, oh, I could do that. And that's why everybody is a rapper right now.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks they could do it. It's like, imagine if anyone could get into the NBA, how much harder it would be to find a Michael Jordan or a LeBron James or have them reach superstardom, because the league would be flooded with all people who really don't deserve to be there, didn't put in the work to be there, and are mediocre. Exactly what you said.
Yeah. Mediocre at best. It's like
mediocre at best. Exactly. There's some people like, I think it's okay for like parties. Listen, I'm a little younger, so I kind of always try and bridge the gap. I rap over trap beats. You know, I have songs that have like melodic hooks, but at the end of the day, I always keep it lyrical. I'm saying something. Even if I'm not saying anything about a specific topic, my big thing is that I'm always coming with punchlines. Imagine how
your word.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine how much more these people would like these rappers if they just said to themselves, like, you know what, I'm going to try and say something in my raps. Yeah. Like, I'm going to try and have bars. If they would have said like an actual dope bar, like this is why I got to give my credit to Drake. And people have a problem with Drake, but I'm going to give my credit to Drake right now, because Drake will do the melodic stuff. Drake will do stuff that sounds like all the new artists. And then he will also say things in these things, like these songs that are quotable. He will have bars. There's bars from Drake that are really good bars. Yeah. And people sleep on it. When he really wants to rap, he can rap. He has the ability to rap. You know, he lost to Kendrick Lamar in the battle, but I mean, if he was what they say he is, he would have never even stood a chance to go toe-to-toe with Kendrick or Pusha.
Right.
So he is what he is. And he resonates with me because he does everything. He's an artist, but he's a rapper. Yeah. And if a lot of these guys who are rapping right now, but they're not really rapping, they have melodies on all their songs, they're not really saying anything, they're all talking about the same thing. Yeah. And they took a page out of Drake's book, just Drake's book. You don't even have to look at Nas's book. If you're in that mind state of, oh, I'm a new rapper, I don't really need to say anything. If you just take a page out of Drake's book, you will find that more people are going to like your music, because you're not just like singing along to some beat, hoping it catches on, not talking about anything. You'll have some bars in there. You'll have some storytelling ability, even if it's about how you went to the club, even if it's about how you fucked all these bitches. Like, it doesn't matter, because if you can really tell a story, then it doesn't make a difference. Biggie Smalls, almost the entire Life After Death project was him rapping about the lavish life. And the lavish life is what all these rappers rap about today, but Big was doing it in a way that was second to none. People couldn't replicate it. The song I Got a Story to Tell is just literally that Biggie was hooking up with a girl and her boyfriend came home.
Yeah.
And I mean, how many times have rappers been like, I fucked your bitch, I fucked your bitch?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, you fucked his bitch, but Big just broke down his entire way that he did it, who the guy was, who the girl was, how he was in the closet with the gun, saying like, don't make me have to blast her man, whatever.
Yeah.
You have that.
He told the story that you could actually
exactly.
You could
exactly.
He painted a picture and she went along with it, this whole storyline.
And even there's all these like emo depressed rappers, and I'm not knocking that either because there are people that do it really well. But if you want to look at Biggie again, Suicidal Thoughts kind of started that whole thing. And Biggie's not just saying, I don't want to be alive, I want to die, whatever. He's breaking down why, doing it in a way where he's on the phone with Diddy. No Diddy, but he's on the phone with Diddy. Yeah. And he's telling Diddy. It's crazy.
That's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's wild. With Jay-Z, it's fucking crazy. It's dark, bro.
Man, that Diddy stuff is wild. It's wild to read. It's wild to see. But putting that aside, the way that Big would break it down is kind of just the way that these rappers should be breaking it down to make it better. I just did a song the other day. I recorded it called If Tomorrow Never Comes, and I'll probably drop it a little later down the line. But the song is, the first verse is kind of me asking God, what would happen to me after I die? And then like, will I go to heaven? Will I meet Jesus? Will I see my dead relatives? Will I be reborn? Am I reborn? Is nostalgia just the life that I lived in the past? Is that what deja vu is? And then the second verse is me kind of breaking down like, what will happen to my relatives, my family, my friends, all the people that love me, my fans? Will my music last forever? Will I blow up more than I have once I pass away? So you can either make a song about like, I'm scared to die, or I don't want to die, or I do want to die, or you can break it down like, what will happen after? And you go through those different bullet points.
Yeah, which is brilliant, bro. You get deep in it. It's not just surface level shit. Like, you're talking about like serious shit. Like, how are my relatives gonna feel? Like, what's gonna when I die? Like that fucking, what kind of a fucking shit show is gonna be left after I die with all my relatives? Yeah, it's fucked up, and it's deep shit, bro.
No, yeah.
And when are you dropping that?
I have no idea. Probably once I change my name to Danny James. I have a lot of music. What I'm probably going to be doing a lot more of is doing songs that mean something, because I feel like that's why I started rap to begin with. Yeah. Just as a form of therapy. I have a song kind of like about, I have a bunch of stuff with Little Vic I just did, where the first song is me when I was younger, struggling with depression, suicidal thoughts. The second song is my love letter to hip hop and how rap changed me and changed my life for the better. And the third song is me rapping at a very high level, showing people I got bars, I got all these, who's really out here messing with me. So I have those. I have a song out right now called Walk Through the Rain, which is my latest single before No Home comes out. And Walk Through the Rain, I appreciate you, man. Walk Through the Rain is kind of just what I've been feeling right now. This is, I'm feeling a lot of disbelief in me. I'm feeling a lot of doubt. I feel like the odds are stacked up against me. I feel like it's me against the world. And the song is about, okay, instead of letting that impact me in a negative way, I'm going to rise above and take on that challenge. So that's what that song is. I have a song called Escape from Coney Island, talking about, more of the same, depression, anxiety, feeling like I have an identity crisis. I don't know who I want to be, running through my head, which is just struggling with the past and struggling with things I've gone through. Dear God, talking to God, talking about my no, rest in peace, who passed away. And those are songs that are out right now. And then I got that If Tomorrow Never Comes song in the pocket. I got a song called Breaking Free, which is about how I'm grateful for life and I'm glad that I don't I didn't, you know, give into those suicidal thoughts.
Sure.
I have a, you know, breakup song here or whatever, penning songs about feeling like nobody knows me or feeling like people make me the bad guy. Just, I want to make a bunch of songs that everyone can relate to.
Yeah.
Everyone at some point is going to experience the death of a loved one. Everyone at some point is going to experience feelings of depression and anxiety. Everybody, no matter who you are, you could have the strongest mindset. There's no way that anybody has gone through life not wondering, I wonder what would happen if I died. Where do I go? And what would happen to the people around me? Yeah. So I'm trying to make as much relatable music as I can, taking a lot of inspiration from Vinny Paz, who is one of my favorite rappers, who showed me mad love when I met him for the first time in person in Philadelphia.
Same here.
So Vinny Paz, one of my favorites. I'm taking a lot of inspiration from NF, taking a lot of inspiration from J. Cole and Nas still to this day, because Nas is probably the greatest storyteller in hip hop. J. Cole does that very well as well. And just trying to build on that.
Yeah.
And I think that that's going to be my lane for when I become Danny James.
Nice. It's fucking awesome, bro. And like you said, before you even said it, as you were rattling off all the all the meanings to all these songs, that's what I was thinking. I was like, everything that you talk about is all relatable. Everybody can relate to the shit that you're talking about. Yeah. It's not like some false.
That's my intentions, and I feel like I've gotten away from that a little bit. Walk Through the Rain and No Home are really going to introduce people back to that side of me. I hear a lot of comments because a lot of people just see my freestyles and they don't know that I'm actually out here releasing the music that I'm releasing. But I'm trying to get more and more people to see that with each coming day.
Right.
But a lot of people say, "Oh, he's got bars, but he doesn't tell a story." Like, yes, I can, yes, I have, and yes, I will.
Yeah,
like that's the biggest thing. Yes, I will.
Yeah, they need to dig a little bit, smarten up.
I responded to somebody's comment today on, shout out to Boom Bap Nation for posting my my video of No Home that I dropped as a little teaser for the song. But some guy commented, "Oh, he's dope, but he doesn't really talk about anything." I listed out all the songs I have that actually talk about something. I'm like, go do your research. You know what I mean?
Do your homework
before you start talking. Yeah. And sometimes people don't take that well. And sometimes people are like, "Oh, hell yeah. You know, you got a fan in me." So it comes with the territory. But I'm going to be doing a lot more of that.
Good shit. Now, you mentioned Nas several times. I'm going to say, is he like your all-time favorite rapper?
Nah, Big L. Big L got to be my all-time favorite.
Really? Wow.
Big L.
See, that's funny that you say that. Well, it's not funny that you say that, but just going back to what you said earlier, real quick, you said, like, like if you die, like, will you blow up, more after you die? And I think that's what happened with Big L.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not that
For
many
sure.
people really knew too much about Big L until he died. I
look at it like this. Big L died definitely before his prime.
100%.
But Big L had Nas scared to drop a record. He went up to Stretch and Bobbito and bodied Jay-Z.
Killed it, yeah.
Bodied Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Bodied Tupac on Deadly Combination.
Yeah.
Held his own with Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
On Platinum Plus. Because Kane, listen, that's the homie. I'm not just saying that because that's the homie and that's a legend and one of my favorites, but there's not too many rappers, no matter what era that you can get, that can touch Big Daddy Kane's cadence and rhymes and style. So he held his own.
Voice, everything.
Big L bodied everybody he was ever on the track with. And I would say Kane is probably the only one he didn't body, but they held their own on the track together.
Yeah.
So I got to go, fuck all the glamours and glitz. I plan to get rich. I'm not going to say the next line because I'm a fan of the Knicks, but, like he's got stab a motherfucker with a plastic spoon. Like all these if my chick think I'm loyal, then that bitch is a fool.
Yeah.
All these little one-liners he would have and the way he would break down his cadence and the way he would break down his rhymes and his style and his punchlines, I feel like it really influenced the way people do things. The way Big L raps and the way Mobb Deep was rapping on Shook Ones are both boom bap, but they are not similar in the way where Prodigy was kind of just, and Havoc, they were both kicking that, I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us, official Queensbridge murderers. But they were just talking about the life that they live and, you know, what it's like growing up where they grow up and how they live their lives. But what Big L was doing is really setting up and breaking down punchlines in a way that nobody in hip hop, not even Big, I could say maybe Pun was doing it at the time.
Yeah.
But even Pun was doing it in a way, different way. Like he was building up punchlines, but it was more about the cadence. Big L was always about, I'm going to rhyme as many different things as I can in this little 4-bar sequence, and I'm going to make it as dope as I can and try and make every bar hit and make every bar a punchline. And for me, that's how I rap. I see that's the way that a lot of different people rap. And I think he's inspired a lot more people than they give him credit for.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%.
He's my favorite. My top 5 would have to go like Big L. Big L's at the top, but no particular order. I'm going to put Big L. I'm going to put Jay-Z. I'm going to throw Big E. I'll throw in Eminem. And I'll probably put Nas up there. Nas, got to go up there. And that's like my top 5 easy. And I guess Nas and Big Pun are kind of interchangeable for me.
Okay.
But that's my top 6 solidified.
Gotcha. What about records? Like full records. I have some weird taste too. Like yeah, there's all those classic, of course, Nas. And I mean, Illmatic is ridiculous. And you know, then you can get into the Wu-Tang shit or all the solo Wu-Tang shit. But you know what's like for me, and I know why. I think I know why. But I'm not going to say it's my favorite. I don't know if I could pick a number 1 favorite hip-hop record. It might be Illmatic. I don't know. But the Ill Bill records, the fucking... Now,
classics.
No, what the fuck? Why am I fucking... If he's listening to it, he's yelling at me right now because he even said it. It's like it's the least popular. Kill Devil Hills, the one that he did with Muggs.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro,
that's a classic. Hell yeah.
Dude, listen, if people don't know what I'm talking about, but that's a record where Bill doesn't shut up that whole record, and he talks about some crazy, crazy heavy shit, some crazy conspiracy theory shit, and like bro, some shit that like after the first couple times I'm listening to certain songs, there's a song called Secrets Worth Dying For. I'm like Googling shit, and he's talking about how there's like 150,000 neural brains in the human brain, enough to stretch from the earth to the moon's terrain, but all I need is 9 millimeters to think. It's like this whole crazy shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, he's
brilliant.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant. Me and him had a song together. It didn't come out because, you know, sometimes it's the craziest thing. This is something that I don't think any fan ever knows, but it's the wildest thing. A producer will send their beat to so many different people. Right. Someone will lock the beat in, and then when you think that the beat just went to you, someone else had already used it and it's gone, and you don't even know because the producer doesn't tell you. So, yeah, that's why I have my like select people that I kind of work with, who I know whatever I do with them, it's locked in, and I'm never gonna have a problem like that. Even though I'm always open to working with new producer, whatever. The ones I continuously work with are the ones where I know if I have it, it's locked. But me and Bill had a joint, which was phenomenal. Yeah. I'm so upset that the world is not going to get to hear that joint. I might put it on my like subscriber channel on Instagram, so those of who really love me and support my music and like to hear what I have can hear it at least. But it was such a good song. It was so dope, and the beat got sold. So I'll probably do something else with him. You know, as I said, I'm going to start hitting people up to do some features on my stuff. So he will definitely be one of the people that I reach out to do a track with, because it's long overdue. It's been loved for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, definitely.
How about the elephant in the room, bro? You're sitting in Coney Island. What's the other fucking rapper from Coney Island, bro? The mayor.
What, Nems?
Yeah.
Me and Nems have a song together.
Yeah,
Me and Nems have a song called "Set It Off." I just went up to his radio state. He has that Disrespect Radio now on Shade 45. So I just went up and did a freestyle. I think it should be dropping like early January. The freestyle. I went up and I did
I saw that you were going up there.
6 minutes. 6 minutes of straight bars, beat switch, craziness.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my guy forever, man. Shout out to Nems, bro.
Yeah, I met him briefly once at Caves' new thing. Did you go up to Caves' Brooklyn Pop Museum yet?
Yeah, I was there, bro. Me and you have run into each other probably several times and we didn't even know it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. You know what? Because I said what's up to him real quick, and I kept it moving. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna do that. Then he'll start abusing me. You know what I mean? Start fucking. So, I don't know. Telling me about myself, and it's funny.
Hit you with the "Don't ever disrespect me," right?
Bro, that shit is fucking brilliant and hilarious, bro.
He did one for me, and I think he accidentally deleted it, so it never came out. But we were at one of his. He was shooting a music video with OT the Real and Tony Moxberg, and I was there, and he was just going up to everybody and doing them. Came up to me and goes, "Don't ever disrespect me, looking like fake John Travolta." And I was like, yeah.
This guy.
I knew it was gonna happen because I saw him like looking at me with his phone ready. I'm like, oh no, it's my moment.
It's about to come.
Yeah, it's about to happen. Some of them are so out of pocket. It's so funny.
It's so fucking funny. But I can watch that shit all day long. Fucking funny shit, man. Yeah, but another dope.
He's authentically himself, and
yeah,
it's finally paying off, and I'm very happy about that because a lot of people would critique, I would say, and say things like, "Oh, you know, that fuck your life shit, it can only get you so far." And like, yeah, you're right, it got him, very far. So, yeah, thanks for your input. You know, next, he's doing it. Nobody can say he's not doing it. He's gotten to a place now where even him and Griselda, I would say, are just two people that are really opening up a lane for real hip hop to come back, and even more of a lane, Nems, for Coney Island.
Fuck yeah,
hip hop. So listen, no matter what, forever, that's my guy, and I'm always grateful for all he's done for me especially when it mattered the most. Sure. And that's somebody that will always be in my good graces no matter what. That's my guy for life.
Yeah. Yo, Nems, if you're listening or watching this, come on this shit so we can bullshit. That would be a fucking shit show, I think. That would be dope. Shit. All right, so you got No Home coming out. Well, this is gonna drop in a few days. Once I'm done with this, I wind up sending it to my guy. He puts a little video intro for the YouTube shit, the audio intro for all the streaming platforms. So this will come out in a few days. So you're dropping No Home when? We're on podcast time, people. So it might actually be out.
Yeah, it might. No Home drops Friday the 13th.
I'll see if I can get it out by Friday. I'll do my
best. Yeah. It drops on Friday the 13th. So it's gonna be it's fire. I can already tell people are gonna love it. It's already getting very well received.
Yeah, good shit. You have any shows coming up? You performing anywhere anytime soon? Anything like that?
Not at the moment. I have some things that I'm talking to some people about for 2025, but as of now, I don't have anything where I can be like, yo, everybody pull up here this day, this time, whatever. But I will be announcing some things soon enough on my Instagram. It's been a lot of recording for me recently, a lot of recording, a lot of writing, a lot of producing. I just cooked up this beat just now, right before I got on this, where I flipped Beth from Kiss.
Oh no, Beth! I thought you said Beth from Kiss. No shit.
Yeah, I could play for you real quick.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, fuck it. I literally have it up right now. I didn't finish it, but it's sounding pretty good.
Beth. Hold on. Yes, song Beth.
Yeah. You can still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't hear it.
Oh, you don't hear it?
I don't hear it. I heard it right in the beginning.
Damn.
Damn, I heard it right in the beginning, and then it cut off. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so I guess everybody's gonna have to wait.
Whatever, you have to wait.
Teaser.
I'm gonna start. For anybody who's a rapper listening to this and is looking for beats or whatever, I would say sometime in January I'm gonna start up a BeatStars page, start selling beats. It's something that I've loved to do for a long time, but I just really haven't gotten around to really sitting down and dedicating my time. But for hours a day now, I've been the same amount of time I would spend writing a rap, I will now spend producing a beat. I'm going to start selling them. And, you know, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I have a bunch in the stash. There's going to be a lot to choose from. So stay tuned.
Yo. Well, I think I have this the podcast is back up now for, I'm going to say almost a year now. So maybe we could talk because I'm going to need a new fresh intro. So maybe we could talk.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. Something short though. 30 seconds a month.
That's easy, bro. We could definitely, let's talk about that after. Because I got you. We can do that.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
I've been doing a lot of that too. If anybody has a business or anything that like they want a rap about or something, just hit me. Like I'm busy, but I really, depending on, you know, the circumstances around it, I could pretty much make time for anything.
Yeah.
I just did a rap for some guy's cheesesteak restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Did a rap for somebody's
that's cool.
franchising business. I mean, and obviously I did my stuff with the Knicks, which is dope. Yeah. It's really great. Did some raps for Stephon Marbury's brand, Xavier 3 and Camelo. Working with Allen Houston. I was with him earlier today. We're working on some raps for his brand, Fizzle. So there's just, I could really, my biggest strength is I feel like I could write a rap about anything.
Yeah.
So if anybody out there, it's not crazy to hit me on a DM and say, listen, I have this business, I have this brand, whatever. How do I get a rap written about it from you? Because we can definitely work that out, whoever you are.
Bullet
whatever
points
you
that I want you to mention somehow, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing. It's the easiest thing.
Oh, all right. Good, we'll talk. 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What else you got to say? Yo, all your socials, all that shit, your YouTube channel, website.
I mean,
bro, you got merch, bro.
I got hats right now, working on making some shirts or whatever. But for now, I got Lil Dee snapbacks. Hit me on my DM. They're fire. I will send you the picture of them. I'll probably throw a picture up in the story one of these days once the podcast comes out, just so anybody can look over. But I got snapbacks. I got a few left in store before I'm completely sold out. So make sure you hit me soon because they've been going. But I have that on all social medias, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You'll find me Lil Dee Raps, LilDeeRaps. Sometimes there's an underscore, sometimes there's not. But if you look up Lil Dee Raps, I'll come up. Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere that you listen to your music on a real streaming platform, I'm just Lil Dee, LilDeeRaps. And my website is lildraps.com. And if you see a guy named Danny James come up on your feed or whatever, that's me. I'm going to be changing my name to Danny James because, you know, it was cool when I was a kid. I was Lil Dee, the kid rapper, but I'm a grown man with grown man bars, grown man music, and I got a lot to say. So make sure you guys tap in.
Yeah, apparently so, man. You're doing your thing, and it's brilliant, bro. I have nothing but respect and wish you nothing but the best, bro. And I'm sure.
Thank you.
Of course, and I'm sure I'll see you out
somewhere. Yeah, for sure, bro. Definitely. I mean, bro, we were before grind mode, you were at the Brooklyn Monarch that night when I performed, and you were at the Caves thing. Yeah. So we'll definitely see each other at some point.
No, without a doubt.
I gotta see what's up. I want to go back to that Caves thing when they have all the actors because that was amazing. Yeah, what an amazing event,
bro. You know what? That's right. Now it's all coming back to me. I'm fucking shocked. There was all right that night. That was opening night, so it was packed in there. But that's right. I remember that's why you were standing in the same room. You were standing next to Nems. I was. All right. Here's a quick story.
All right.
I'm walking around, and some woman comes over to me. Now I have no idea that there's actors and actresses in there. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, all right, like Joe D'Onofrio, young Joe Pesci from Goodfellas, he's over there playing cards. Like I know Joe for years. So all right, I get it, whatever. But I didn't know that there was gonna be some like legit shit going on. You know what I mean? So I'm walking, all of a sudden, some woman hands me a prayer card. And I look, and I just take it. I'm cordial. I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, that's a little weird, but thank you. And I kept it moving, and she went the opposite way. 5 seconds later, even though she went the opposite way, 5 seconds later, she comes around the corner, and she looks up at me, and she goes, we got to stop meeting like this. And she hands me a little Christmas ornament angel, like a little cherub. And she's looking at me. And now I'm getting weirded out, bro. I'm like, who is this, and what's going on here? Right? So she's like, so she looks at me and she like puts her hand like on my chest. I'm like, yo, who is this person? But I wasn't freaked out. I was genuinely like, she made me feel weird, bro. Right? So I'm like, she looks at me. She goes, you've had a lot of tragedy in your life. I'm like, what's this like woman, like a fucking fortune teller or some shit? What's happening? And I was like, I guess everybody has, right? And then I'm like, yo, what's your name? Like, who are you? And she looks at me and she goes, you know my sons. I'm like, all right, but who are you? She's like, you know my sons, my son, Mike, Michael, and Adam. I'm like, she's like, I'm Donna. And I'm like, oh, okay. This is weird. Now, I still didn't really realize 100% because I was so thrown off. And then she goes, stand here 1 second. I'll be right back. I have to go yell at my fucking kids. And then she runs in, and you and Nems was standing in Caves' makeshift bedroom when he was a kid. And then she starts screaming and yelling at the kid that's playing young Caves. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
You jerk off and blah, blah, he's a fucking cokehead. They throw each other on the floor. Bro, I'm standing there, bro. People are crying. Like, you and Nems are like looking at each other. I'm just like, what the fuck? It was so done.
It was dope. Me and Nems were looking at each other because we were like, yo, this is bugged out. Like,
this is crazy.
Yeah. It was awesome. I had a great time there. I knew it was actors because when I went in the Saturday Night Fever room, they had Tony Manero there talking to me about the bridge.
And I was like, oh, okay, you want to come see my bedroom? And
he asked me, and then I was at the Warriors thing, which was bugged out too. Hopefully I'll do a music video on there or something.
That's dope. I'm supposed to I have to hit Caves back because a couple of months ago, maybe about a month ago, we were going back and forth, and I was going to do one of these, but because I had him on before. Matter of fact, I had him on when they were in the middle of making the song for the intro to Gravesend. So, so I was there when they were doing that. And if you ever listen to that, I think Adam was fucking with us because he had the windows open in the actual studio, and we're downstairs in like a garage recorded, and he would just blast as we're in the middle of talking. You would just hear the beat like the whole time. He fucked up the whole podcast, Adam. But anyway, but Caves said that he was like, I was like, I'll bring my shit over there. He's like, we'll do it here, and we'll set up in like my old bedroom, and we'll shoot the shit. So
that's fire.
Yeah, but he did have the actors back once already.
Yeah, I think he's doing it again this Saturday. If I'm around and I'm in Brooklyn, because I might have an event, I'm going to probably go by and see what's up.
That's dope. Yeah, and if anybody is wondering, I think it's just look up the Brooklyn Pop on Instagram.
Yeah, Brooklyn Pop.
Find everything. But I know that shit sold out quick last time with the actors and actresses.
Yeah.
Shit is dope, bro. Like, going around
awesome.
that love letter to Brooklyn and to Bay Ridge and his family and his career. It's dope, man.
Yeah, amazing. Shout out to Caves, man.
Shout out to fucking Caves, man. Good shit. Yeah, so I'll probably see you there or somewhere else before that. Whatever.
Yeah, definitely, bro. For sure.
Cool, man. Anything else you want to wrap up with? We're going over an hour and 15 or so already.
I would just say anybody out there who doesn't know about me and loves real hip hop and, misses the golden era of rap and wants it to come back so badly like I do and like so many other people do, check me out. I'm out here. There's no matter what type of music you like or what type of hip hop you like, there's something in my catalog for you.
Yeah.
there's probably a lot in my catalog for you, and let's bring this shit back. That's my big message.
I'm on
So
board.
shout out to everybody. You know.
Yeah, brother. Good shit.
No doubt, bro. Nah, thanks for having me, man. It was dope.
I appreciate it. This was super easy. Like we met formally at the grind mode thing. We just
know.
chopping it up, and I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
you want to do it?" You're like, "Yo, boom, boom, boom," and here we go.
Yeah, man. There's no reason not to. You know.
It's true. It's like just sitting here shooting the shit. Like some people make such a big deal out of it, bro. There was one dude. I'm not gonna. He wasn't a rapper or anything like that. Some dude I met. Oh, well, yo, you should come on the podcast. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I have. If you go to my website, you can see how much I charge." And I look. It's like, yo, you want like $1,000? I'm gonna pay you $1,000. And he was an actor.
I've never charged for an interview. I've charged for features or writing like songs for people's businesses or whatever. But like an interview it's just
and this
putting
dude
yourself
was like
out there to more people.
He was a B-rate actor at best. At best. Like at best, bro. Like washed up, mad. Oh, like come on, bro. Like really? I'm helping you. Like
yeah, by giving you an interview.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I was like, yeah,
that's
all right,
funny.
Thanks, man, I'll pass. Crazy. Yo.
People are wild.
Yeah, people are fucking out of their minds, bro. People are fucking I know 1 million people. I keep my circle this fucking big, bro.
Nah, yeah. Same here, man.
That's how it's gotta be. Well, listen, bro. I appreciate your time, man.
Of course. I got you. It's love.
Yeah, bro. And be safe, and we'll definitely talk soon. You'll know exactly when this is gonna be. I'll let you know. Like
okay.
Before
sounds good.
I'm dropping it tomorrow. Or I'm dropping it later on, and I'll tag you and everything. You know the deal.
All right, perfect, man. Sounds good.
Bro,
all right,
be
man.
safe.
Peace out, bro.
Later, brother.
Peace.